Now let me take you back for a second or two. Childhood raps take you back for a minute, when times were more simple and you lived with your parents. Before you went to college and you started paying taxes. Remember these shows that you watched as a kid. Childhood rap.
Other than that though, Book 2, Infinity Train, I don't know what to expect from this. We know we got I meant to say MT, Mirror Tulip. If you say it fast enough, it sounds like empty, as in E-M-P-T-Y, empty. So maybe that's kind of a play on words. I understand the M-P. Dang it, I said it again. The M-T, the M-T stands for Mirror Tulip. I understand that, but when I'm saying it and, like whenever, I'm a truck driver. So when I'm sending my dispatch a message and I'm saying I've got an empty, I just sit there and short form it and say MT. My MT is such and such number. So maybe there's a play on words there. Maybe she's feeling empty, and maybe, hey, there's a lot of things we can kind of play with this on. But ultimately, we all know that I'm wrong, and it all just stands for simply Mirror Tulip. So, other than that, but I know y'all are tired of me running my mouth. So I'm going to put these earbuds in, and they're in. 3, 2, 1, and play. Created by Owen Dennis. Okay, where are we starting here? Is that MT? Yep. That's one way to cut your hair. Going all Mad Max on me. Turning into our own little Furiosa. So you're tagging everywhere that you go, huh? The carrot car. Hey, I was technically right.
Where am I? Why am I?
Somebody, a new passenger, is watching this.
For those of you talking to me like I'm there in real life.
Because my theory was, is he's doing this for the new passenger we're going to see. Granted, we know we ain't got her, but still,
I'm a zero.
Oh, come on, sad one.
Along the way to help you on your journey. Don't be afraid to reach out.
Oh, crap. Anything that sees her reflection, they can find her. I completely forgot about that.
Dead end, Sliver.
Nothing is a dead end if you can climb.
406.
Got it, buddy.
Okay, so they can go through anything that reflects. Wow.
Not until you're ground into dust.
Wow. That's actually kind of a gruesome way of thinking about things. Oh, man. MT would do great at American Ninja Warrior. Okay, so here's our deer.
Huh? Why did I hide behind the deer? Huh?
There's no escape, Sliver. We got your corner. The last couple of months
Huh.
here have been a great, truly great bonding experience.
Enough.
Okay, so I think I found the one out of the two that I'm going to like.
Thanks for the save. Why are you still here?
When I'm thinking about it, this was a great way of bringing Tulip back without actually bringing her back.
Stuff, huh? So.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this one?
It's so soothing when an animal does that.
You don't care, do you?
This is not a bad car for her to stay in. There's no reflections.
Was a deer? Hey, come on, where'd you go?
Okay, so here's
Hi,
Jesse.
I'm Jesse. What's your name?
I don't care who you are. Why are you putting sunglasses on a deer?
Because it's funny. Look at him.
Got a point. Oh, take those off.
Oh, come on. Those are mine.
Yeah, dude, you have no idea.
All the cars here are really bright.
That's what the black paint is
He has
for.
Glasses. He's just living his life.
But he's my deer. Brought together by the sheer majesty of an incredible superpower deer.
No.
Okay, so does he do show choir?
Goodbye, and enjoy putting
Okay.
sunglasses on random animals.
That's it. Alan Dracula. Let's try it out. Hello. Have you met my dear Alan Dracula? Oh, yeah. Sounds like something I'd say. Good idea, Chrome Girl. Alan Dracula!
No!
Dude! Okay. So, he was literally just falling as if he was just a toy. That's interesting. I know with this show, it makes it where we overthink things quite a lot, so maybe I shouldn't be overthinking that, because now he busted through the floor somehow, and then he started dropping. Wow. I'm gonna definitely have to rewatch this episode, or at least the key parts of the episode. It took me forever, though, to figure out, okay, what's the black paint for? And then, duh, of course, she wants to black out all the reflective surfaces that she goes by so that she doesn't get caught. And there is a ton of stuff that you can do with this kind of, things. Of course, we got MT. I gotta get away from saying MP because, I play games like Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII. Well, pretty much Final Fantasy. And I think of when I think of initials like that, I think of MP, as in, magic points and stuff. But I gotta get my head wrapped around MT. So, yeah. I feel like the theory of her also feeling empty inside, of trying to just find out where she fits in my opinion, she really could fit in well with that car that she went into with the forest and stuff, because there was no reflective surfaces whatsoever, with the exception of those sunglasses that Jesse put onto the deer. I don't know if we're going to keep calling the deer Alan Dracula or not, though. That's something that's, I'm not sure what we're going to do there. But this deer is obviously something to it. I'm trying to think in my head what I'm thinking about with this deer so far is it adapts to what the person that they're, with is needing possibly at that moment. Or what's the better way of saying it? Maybe I don't know what I'm thinking. In my head I know what I'm thinking, but the words just aren't there. Maybe with Tulip, she was envisioning that the deer could turn different colors, and so it did. Blue and brown. And with Jesse, maybe he was hanging out with a deer and envisioned that it had laser eyes or something, and then it had laser eyes. Maybe, I just don't know why it would just all of a sudden stretch to get the leaves. Like like it was a giant giraffe or something. But then it had laser eyes too, so that was pretty cool. I wonder. This show is something that always gets you to wonder. So now we've got to watch out for any and all reflective surfaces throughout the whole series. And I'm glad that we got a chance to meet Jesse before the end of the episode, because I thought at first that we weren't going to be able to meet Jesse. I thought we were just going to see him for a minute, there at the very end or something, and just see them say hey to each other or something. So this is going to be a bonding experience between the two of them, from here all the way to episode 10. So, because obviously they're not quite getting along quite yet, but I know MT, she's going to end up showing him, that, hey, you're supposed to get your number down to 0 or something like that. Because, of course, she did watch that thing, on that screen saying, hey, get your number down to 0 and, you can leave the train. I I don't know exactly what my first thoughts are after watching this episode. It keeps my interest, but for some reason I just feel like I'm missing something, which is a good thing that I'm going to end up seeing, episode 2 through 9. No, I mean not 2 through 9, but 2 through 10 as well, because whatever I'm missing is probably within those episodes. That sounds weird how I'm saying it, but yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out, I just don't know about that deer. It fell as if it was just stiff all of a sudden, as if it was just a little toy falling down the way. And that just makes me feel like it's still a theory in my head that this might all be at Oshkosh. And just in my head, granted, yes, when Tulip herself at the end of season 1 got back home, we can see that she was still missing her reflection. So, I don't know, maybe her reflection stayed within the video game that's at Oshkosh, and maybe she did go to Oshkosh for real. And, because I think it's about, one said one time in one of the shorts that Oshkosh, some people saw a movie about trains and then got on a train and went to Oshkosh and started a game developers, seminar or whatever. And I think maybe this might be one of the games that they started. Yeah, granted, back when they were just starting movies, the only games that were around was probably board games, but maybe it started as a board game, and then they turned it into a video game, because it was a video game design camp that Tulip originally wanted to go to, and maybe she did make it to Oshkosh, and then went inside this video game. Okay, I'll stop. I will stop, because that's too convoluted, and I don't have all the right words for it right this moment. So, yeah, I'm done. 3, 2, 1, and play. I like that they started right away, right where we left off.
If you hadn't distracted me with that ridiculous name...
Do you have, special metal strength?
No, I just don't feel pain like you with your squishy flesh.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I am pretty squishy.
Do I hear some passers-by?
Oh, okay. This is what we're meaning by family tree car. A literal family tree.
Hi, I'm Jesse.
Wilbur.
Well,
Sinesta?
You can call me MT.
Gillicuddy family tree. This ain't no stinking Gillicuddy family tree. This is the Trundleshank family tree.
We're gonna have one of those Hatfield and McCoy issues. Okay.
Live in our family tree.
Hey, maybe the Trundleshanks have seen Alan Dracula. Mr. and Mrs. Trundle?
Oh, no, you don't. As long as you're on our tree, you ain't allowed.
Jocks, theater kids, eraser kids.
Eraser kids?
The kids who collect their eraser shavings during the day and compare them in the parking lot after school.
I've never heard of, those kind of kids.
Wow, fitting in. What a gift.
Watch, I'll form a truce. It'll be a piece of cake. Or pie. Some people don't like cake.
I like cake.
So...
Depends on the pie, too.
The whole tree is buzzing about you. Quit can it, ding dong.
Oh, this from a woman who choked to death eating an orange peel.
I told you it's the most fibrous part of the fruit. You died because you sat on a toilet seat too hard.
Have either of you seen a...
How do you die from sitting on a toilet seat too hard?
Didn't think so. See you later.
Oh well,
Sorry you
whatever.
both died in such embarrassing ways.
Yeah.
Until you pick a side.
Well, I don't want anybody to get mad at me.
Choose.
How about we try singing this great song together? It's called When I Look at You.
His number changed.
Get off our branch!
Lie to me.
Jesse, really?
When I become a tree, I want you to move on with your life. Fine, Alan Dracula, be happy. And please, no, I don't blame you. Maybe this was fate. Fated to be a tree boy. Ow! Why did you...
I like him.
I'm not a tree boy. What happened?
I kept my eyes open during the scary parts.
Your metal skin is very shiny, like a car that was just washed by like a sunbeam, and just like a super shiny.
Oh, they're at the bottom.
Hey, dear!
Two people getting along. I'll bet it's the two different groups, Gillicuddy's and whoever the other one was, because it slips my mind now.
Twice if you're hurt.
Alan Dracula! Really?
But only because then you'll get off the train and I'll get to stay with, for lack of a better name, Alan Dracula. Yes!
Sorry.
Okay, so let's do this. What's your number at?
32.
I'll get you home in no time. What was it when you got on the train?
31.
Your number has gone up.
Ow!
Ow!
You know how much metal hurts. I'm soft, squishy, you're hard and mean.
Okay, well that was a pretty good episode. It turns out that we're finding out what, Jesse's problem is. Jesse seems to be a people pleaser. He wants everyone to like him, which means, without giving too much information about my wife, because I know she's never going to watch this, honestly, y'all, she's kind of the same way. She's a people pleaser. She would very much, get a lot from these episodes if, she'd watch them. If, let me clarify, if that is what his true problem really is, that he's just simply a people pleaser. Because that is a pretty big problem with a lot of people. People want to please everyone and get every single person to like them, and then when somebody doesn't like them, they go way out of their way to sit there and try to get them to like them for some odd reason. I have zero clue on why, but that seems to be Jesse's problem. People pleaser. His number was 31 getting on the train. Obviously, that's when he got on the train, 31. That doesn't seem like a big number, but now it's gone up to 32. That wasn't a really big raise, but it's one of those things where if you don't notice it, you're never going to think that it's a problem. So yeah, now at least we kind of halfway know. Maybe his problem is he doesn't like to see people fight and argue. Maybe he had his parents go through a divorce as well, and since then, he doesn't like to see the fighting and arguing, so he tries to quash everything that comes, in the way of conflict. So he seems to have a few different quirks about him. Granted, I like him. He's a quirky kid who, it's good to get along with every kind of group of people. I mean, the jocks, the theater kids, even the eraser shaving kids, which I've never heard of that, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, and as far as MT, I really feel like the series is ultimately going to be about her and how, she has to get back in touch with Tulip. And, just kind of be Tulip's reflection and always be with her. She claimed that Tulip was, of course she didn't tell the full story, that she was a reflection when Jesse asked, but the story she gave was, Tulip. She was her friend and she had to kind of go away because they were going in two different directions. But maybe the reflection did see Tulip as a friend, and maybe when Tulip was looking in the mirror while their parents were going through a divorce, well, not there, well, there, yeah, okay, because they are two different, consciousness, if I got that word out correctly. Maybe during the divorce, maybe Tulip would look in the mirror and not like who she was seeing, and maybe that's how that friendship got a little bit severed, and, maybe it's just a matter of MT liking herself again. I don't know, but what would that mean if she went back to the Chrome car to become Tulip's reflection again? Would the little cop things, because I can't remember what they're called, I know they call her a sliver, but would the cop things still be trying to get, mark her for termination even though she's found her place? She doesn't have a number, though. That's the whole biggest, thing. Yeah, and as far as my theory of this actually being a video game simulation in Oshkosh, okay, I can tell you right now, I'm completely wrong. Utterly wrong, because in the first episode of this book, we had what looks like a lunch lady. And I'm pretty sure a lunch lady is not going to game design camp. So, yeah. I'm trying to think of a few more things of where they're going to take this. I didn't actually check out. I checked them out. I checked out all the names of the cars, but I can't remember anymore. I wish I could remember, but I can't. So, yeah, I don't know where we're going. I know I'll know what the name of the cars are when I go to watch it, but I don't know the name of the rest of the cars, so I have no idea where we're going, because this didn't really give us much other than they're friends by association now. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm done. I can't think of nothing else. So, 3, 2, 1, and play.
This is so cool.
This might be the map car. Oh, well, that was interesting.
Oh.
Who are you?
Hello.
I did not expect a piece of paper to come out of their mouth.
There you go.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
A little too straightforward. The X seems right, but a dotted line? Pfft, like following a line is gonna get your number down. But what we're really focused on... Up again? Is this thing working right?
Yeah, that's because he's listening to you and trying to appease you as opposed to
Your number keeps going up.
doing what he wants to do.
Oh, well, one time during lunch, my friend said they didn't like celery. He stood there and made me eat like 30 pieces of celery.
That sounds more like a problem than
A mean lunch lady.
Mrs. Grandma's on the train?
Yeah, probably. But
Hey,
Mrs.
she
Graham
might
isn't here
be.
right now trying to hang out with
We did
my
see a
dad.
lunch lady at the first episode.
Hey, phone time is not gonna fix you.
Hmm.
Oh, water!
Are you okay?
Reflection. But yet there's no reflection.
Paper water. Yeah, I was just surprised that it wasn't real water and it's not reflective or wet or shiny or something.
Okay, so are you on the swim team as well?
Hi, I'm Jesse.
Share your feelings with them. Go to game design camp? I don't know.
They had this. Also, they said your hair was cool.
Hi.
Huh?
I guess we don't have much choice.
Okay, so I feel like I'm getting some real vibes of Old Man in the Sea right now.
So, you just jumped right in back there. But don't you care about doing what you want to do?
Yeah.
There you go, now you're going to help him.
Uh-huh.
Tell him he needs to do what he wants to do for a change.
Nate once asked why I liked it so much, and I think it's because there's something, I don't know, just something about how simple it is.
31,
All
alright.
It's not much, but at this rate, we'll get you out of here in no time. I guess you need to talk more about sports or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No! If I jump in the water, I'll sink!
Okay.
Okay, now it's up to you, dude. You get to figure it out for yourself.
He doesn't want the map completed. We don't have any paper for the rest of the map.
Maybe that's the door.
Paper!
I don't have any!
Oh gosh.
Jesse Nacho Supreme deal receipt!
Oh, it's real water now. Get going. Hurry it up and get going. Oh gosh, you're real.
Oh no! Hide the wind!
Hey, 29, alright.
Pretty good. Wow. You saved Alan Dracula. He says thank you.
Thanks, AD. Still doing that, huh?
Oh no!
Go!
Sliver. There's no running anymore.
Next episode! Wow. I love how we start right where we ended. If you edited out the intros, then we would definitely just have one continuous story.
I mean, it's complicated.
It is pretty complicated, I'll give her that.
Hey, you okay in there, son? What's your name?
Oh, I love that mirror cop.
Nice to meet you, Jesse. I'm Steve. I'm a
Steve.
officer of the peace.
Okay, I'll try to
Jesse,
remember that.
Do you know who she is?
For the lawbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wonder what the lawbreaker is. Oh,
Why
it's a
would
toad
you
that's
kick
talking. Okay.
Well, ma'am, the only way to
I
open
thought
doors and get out of this
kick
car
the
is if you
toad.
kick me. But please don't kick me.
Sorry, but if it's the only way...
Oh. You would.
What's that supposed to mean? Then kick the toad!
Oh no, back to this again. Oh, please don't kick
My
me.
gosh, this toad has such PTSD.
But I ran out years ago. Makes hosting folks quite difficult.
Something is comforting about this toad. I like him.
No, that looks stupid.
I keep saying the deer is... Well, I don't keep saying it, but the deer is definitely whatever they need at the time. They need pillows, it becomes pillows.
It really hurts. It really hurts.
Aww.
You failed. Jesse, tell him he failed. Dave, you failed the man test.
Aww.
Jesse.
Why isn't it reflective? It's really dark in here right now. Gotcha. Well, you can.
Oh,
Jesse.
wow.
All you have to do is leave that phone out till morning so we can pop through the screen reflection and arrest MT for her crimes. Now, I know it's hard, but she broke the law.
Oh,
If she
the
means that much to
lawbreaker.
you, Jesse, I suppose we can make
Wow.
an exception. No! Jesse, what's happening in there?
Nice try. The phone's gone, Fleck. He's probably fine.
I wouldn't know. I didn't get to talk to him before here.
Your friends are
Okay.
bad. You know that, right?
Maybe. MT? Does it stand for Mirror Tulip?
It's not my name. I'm just letting you call me that. Sorry for breaking and spray painting your phone. It's just... the flex can show up in any reflection.
The toad always gets kicked. It's the only truth I know.
There you go.
Kick me straight in the Gracelands.
Oh! Yes!
Oh, babe.
Kick what isn't there!
Oh, good idea. Yes!
This isn't over, Sliver. I won't stop until... Till...
14?
Down to 14!
Wow. That means it's probably going to go up in the next couple episodes. Okay, wow. We learned quite a bit right there through just those 2 episodes. Okay, so Jesse's brother, he didn't die, or at least that's what I'm presuming, which is a good thing. Jesse was just a jerk to his little brother. A lot like, a lot of siblings are, I hate saying it, but lots of siblings do that kind of, jerkish stuff to either their sister, brother, whatever. I mean, I've got twin sisters. They're 5 years older than me. So, yeah, they, one of them was a bit of a jerk to me growing up. And first, I don't know why, but yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but for some weird reason, one thing that sticks out in my mind is when one of my sisters just dragged me across the carpet all over the freaking house for some weird reason. I think we were probably having fun at the time, but we just kept going and going and going with it, and eventually I ended up with rug burn on the back of my back. I don't know if she was being a jerk or not, but, hey, when I look back on it, I think I remember having fun with it, so maybe she wasn't being a jerk. But, I mean, siblings fight, But, that was a bit of a jerkish move, But that's what siblings do sometimes. So, I mean, he didn't have a chance to talk with them. But, yeah, his friends are bad news. So, he needs to kind of get new friends. But he needs to choose to get new friends. If he chooses to hang out with them, that's fine. But it seems like he has a problem. His biggest problem is he's a people pleaser, and he's trying to just get people to like him, so he does whatever people ask. Like I said, after the second episode, I think it was. Yeah. So he tries to please people, then he's trying to impress his friends, so he gets his little brother up there, do the man test, and it's just... I was really scared at first during that downhill trip. I thought that was going to be I thought it was going to get really, really deeply heavy, and maybe his little brother was going to end up, I don't know how, but somehow his little brother was going to die from this little man test thing. And that was what he was going to have to work through, is the simple fact that he ended up, pushing his little brother to do something that killed him. I thought that's what it was going to be at first. I thought I was about to really have to hold back some emotion right there and not shed some tears, because I thought his brother was about to die because of something that, he was pushing him to do. I know I just repeated myself, but wow, I thought it was going to be that. But it's, he was a jerk to his little brother, and, he didn't have a chance to talk to him before he ended up on the train. I'd like to know how Jesse ended up on the train. Okay, yeah, his little brother but what happened after that? Did he, go for a walk or something and, argue with his little brother? Well, I just don't know how it happened. I know how it happened with Tulip. She, ran away from home, and she was trying to get to Oshkosh. And then the train appeared. And, I mean, I don't know what happened with this one. Maybe he was out late one night with his friends, and then the train appeared. I don't know. But at least now we kind of get the gist of who Jesse is, what his problem is, and all that good stuff. As far as MT, I don't know. Now I'm starting to think that... Oh... I'm going to go ahead and... It's just popping in my head now. I'm just going to go ahead and say that they're going to end up back in the Chrome car. I should really go back and look at the list of episodes, but I have a feeling they're going to somehow end up in the Chrome car. And Jesse's going to come, face to face with his reflection. And he's going to end up... It's going to be one of those moments where he has to look at himself face to face and figure out who he is as a person. And if he's able to look at himself face to face and be able to talk to himself, he might be able to get his number down to 0 that way. It's one of those moments sometimes where you got to have that moment of clarity, and just sometimes you got to talk to yourself. I have a feeling they're going to end up in the Chrome car. I don't know how, but they will. How the Flex, the Mirror Cops, how they're going to react when they are in the chrome car. Granted, this is just a theory in my head, I think. I don't know. I don't know how they would react if they make it back there. But I have a feeling he's going to have to come to grips with who he is as a person and start making his own decisions in life. Okay, and most of that was coming from the Kick-a-Toad car. Let's see. The other one, the episode before that, the windy wind car, I don't know what the car was called. That felt more of a homage to, the old man in the sea type thing, where the old man is out to sea and he's just trying to get home and the wind is just keep blowing him, and I think it's the north wind in that. I don't know. But, y'all know what I mean. Well, I don't know how many of y'all heard of, the old man in the sea, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I thought it felt like more of an homage to that. But at the same time, Jesse's starting to learn, hey, I've got to make my own decisions. I've got to do things for myself. I can't just have somebody else always tell me what to do. And that's the position he got himself in when him and Tulip got split up, because she just sinks to the bottom. Now, I don't think she would actually drown, because she wouldn't have organs like the rest of us. So she could just walk down on the bottom. But, she would sink to the bottom, though. So Jesse had to do it for himself for once. So, yeah. I don't know. These were two really good episodes, because right after that, the mirror police came out, through the water, because the water reflects. And it is kind of like, I agree with Jesse on one part of it, where he's like, wait, you reflect, so wouldn't they be able to come? Oh, it's more like, okay, the mirror cops have to see her reflection, is what it is. And they can't see her reflection on herself, probably. Well, unless she looks at her hand, she reflects off her hand, so they can see her reflection there. So I wonder, Jesse does make a good point. Why can't they just come through her? No, never mind. They can't come through people, right? That's just stupid. Oh, goodness. Good episodes, though. Jesse's starting to think for himself. His number's down to 14. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6 episodes left. At the number at 14, we're definitely going to end up having the number either go up, or he's going to stay on the train to help MT a little bit. So, with all that said, I'm done. 3, 2, 1, and play.
But if you did...
What are you doing, you tiny little deer? What in the world?
Alan, what is with you today?
What's with him every day?
Do reflections go to the bathroom?
Okay, question time's over.
All right.
That means
then
yes.
What about singing time? Travel friends!
Travel friends! There's no rhythm in
Oh!
It's very, very dumb.
Okay, she's starting to have fun with Jesse. That's cool, that's cool.
Superpower deer! Take it, AD!
No. Once a prime dies, the Flex make you choose if you want to have your memories erased and reflect a new prime, or keep your memories but become a Fleck to protect and enforce the barrier.
But you're not doing neither.
I like that lore right
Reflections
there.
are stupid.
Yeah.
Come on, Casanova.
Hey! I said it was someone else!
Coming in for a landing, Alan Dracula.
That's more like it, Alan Dracula!
Hey, wow, thank you.
Whoa!
I think you guys are pretty good, too.
What the heck?
You can talk?
You can talk!
Since when?
Yeah, you bet. Another one of my amazing superpowers, I guess. Or magic or science, one of those things.
Okay,
Checks out.
this
Doesn't?
isn't
What's in your mouth?
Alan.
Hello, hi, nice to meet
Ah.
you. Up aboard your deer pal back in the mud.
Out of the mouth, parasite.
And you can ride me like a horsey all day long. Convenient, right?
But I thought you came from the mud. How do you know about all that?
I can read this guy's mind, and let me tell you, he likes you both very much.
Oh.
Almost as much as grass.
He's
which,
shipping them
seems to
to-
occupy every other waking thought.
That actually checks out.
After you.
Huh.
I'm polite.
Please never turn your hoof into an adult human hand again.
Hello, APD.
Anyone else feel a song coming on?
Alan Perry Dracula, APD.
Now they're four. The travel friends are so much more. Let's bring it home, Jesse.
Travel friends.
But you said no adult hands.
No, baby hands are worse. Put that away.
The judges are getting restless.
And you are...
I'm so shy, baby. I'm head wig out.
Okay, I gotta actually keep an ear out, so I'm gonna take one of these earbuds out for if they knock on my door to tell me if my trailer's ready. So, I'm gonna hope I can finish this episode with y'all before they knock on the door, though. Okay, and y'all didn't see it, but I just stopped this, and I went out there and asked them, since they came up to my truck, how long this would take. So, that's why I put this extra earbud in. Okay. Wow. Okay, she's not going to get a good score. And she's not going to be allowed to leave.
More like avant-great. You may exit.
Oh, wow, really?
Don't take our final contestant in the heart before he steals yours.
I don't like this, Alan. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't like Perry. This doesn't seem right.
Hole in one. Million, baby. I could...
Okay, Alan is definitely trying to fight off Perry.
You have to let him go.
But you'll be stuck with a deer who doesn't listen to you.
We don't like him because he listens. We like him because he's Alan Dracula.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we both want...
Okay, so that's all it takes to get through the runway. It's just a... Okay. 11?
Look at that.
Come on, before we know it, you're going to get out of here.
Jimmy, kind of thanks to me too, though.
Now,
whose mouth am I hopping in next? Guys.
That came out a little creepy.
I spent 2 years stuck in a succulent. Let me hop in one of your mouths.
Okay, next episode. Wow.
It's not alive, ding dong. Fair point.
True.
Come on.
What the heck, Alan?
Does that mean you have a bunch of reflections stuck in the mirror world?
No, all the reflections are me.
Whoa, how does that work?
I don't know. It's like... I don't know. You know how every part of your body works?
Wow.
Why do your blood cells look like tiny inner
I like the lore.
They're in a liquid?
And if they don't know how to explain something, they just have MT say, I don't know.
Wait, isn't it?
Kick the toad!
It's you!
You're back!
Getting kicked again?
Oh, it's not like that. I operate this booth myself. Now people pay to kick me. Please pay to kick me.
Oh.
Don't give it away for free. Oh, that came out so wrong.
Game cards to get you started. Y'all get 2 points each.
We're getting so many flipping callbacks in this episode.
Hello, dearie.
Hello. How you doing?
Your eye? Maybe one of these unusual musical instruments.
Yes.
I call it a buzzo-toot.
I was about to say kazoo, but okay. I like
So,
Buzzle-toot better.
What are you still doing on the train? You've given yourself quite the makeover, kitten.
Oh, no. She's a world-class con artist.
World-class entrepreneur, thank you. Now let's cut the chit-chat.
Get it
How
straight.
many points do you have?
We each have 2 points.
You have a competitor. And
Who
she
are
knows
you?
what she plays to win.
Huh.
So, if she
When
wins,
she
who
threw
gets
that
to play
ball,
and go
that
through the exit
grunt
later?
sounded an awful lot like
Oh,
Tulip.
silly me. I forgot to mention, there can be only one exit winner a month.
What?
Wouldn't be a game without stakes. Tenders, please see the betting booth.
I don't think that was a real bow. I think that was a sarcastic bow.
Where do Dracula?
Do you think?
It's not real grass. We have a winner.
Yes. There are so many callbacks in this
guys,
episode.
I know I just won that game.
Is that Randall?
I don't know. Want to buy a donut holder?
MT.
Oh, Randall.
Guess not. Came on a bit strong there, mate, to be honest.
You're my friend. I'm not gonna leave you here with the Flex chasing after you. Oh.
She could end up going
Even my number knows you should come back with me.
to the real
It
world.
wasn't the right thing to do.
That'd be interesting.
Well, if your number thinks so, I guess I should.
Duh. Spells.
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 Oh, the spell car. Oh! I forgot. They said, you know, if you can get a combined score of 1,000, you win.
I'm being told that no one bet that they would win.
Candy around?
Okay, so in order to see the
I want him.
trailer for this, you had to do this little game. So Alan's obviously, yes, in the thingamajigger.
It's a race to the finish line.
Might not want to thank me just yet.
What in the world?
You little apex brats.
Sorry for the disguise, but I didn't think you'd give me access to the door if you knew who I was.
Who are you?
Horrid little.
4? We'll have to fix that back at my base. Come on.
We're not just gonna follow you wherever.
Look, I really don't care one way or the other, but you were trying to win the door, so ta-da!
Over, Grace.
Try me.
Grace.
The cat.
I had a feeling your number was way up there. Huh. Okay. Wow. I got really I got really confused there at the end, cause whenever she was throwing a ball, she grunted and it kind of sounded like a tulip grunt. And honestly, that would have been a pretty cool twist if that was Tulip. I don't know how or why she would have came back, but that would have still been a pretty cool twist. Something that popped in my head that I didn't say out loud. Okay, sorry about that jump cut, but as I was saying, something that popped in my head real fast that I did not say out loud was after MT said what she said about, you know, reflections and their prime passing away or something like that, it got me thinking, okay, what, I really doubt that Cartoon Network's going to take this route, but what if Tulip actually died somehow? I don't want to go that route and actually be like, I pretty much don't want to go morbid and think of Tulip dying, but, hey, roll with me here. But if Tulip died, that means MT could choose to be the reflection of Jesse. It popped in my head, but that's a very, very long stretch. I really doubt it. And yes, you can hear them loading the trailer back there probably. But of course, we're not going to fill it and bounce up and down like we would normally do because I'm not connected to the trailer. It's one of those warehouses where I disconnect from the trailer and they load it. Some warehouses are a little funny. They worry that the driver's going to drive off while someone's in the back. But yeah, oh goodness, I am glad that Parasite car episode thing, that once that Parasite car started talking about let me in your mouth, I'm so glad it started to end right there, because that was taking a turn for jokes that don't need to be made on a show like this. That's all I'm going to say about that, because that was crazy. Wow. Yeah, nonetheless though, a number 4 on his hand, that is not good. I didn't know how they were going to get around it, but I knew that he can't just get out of the car. I mean, a number 4, that would mean the next episode would probably mean he's got the door to get out or something like that. And yeah, I mean, you got to stay on the Infinity Train until the end of it. So now we got Grace, which was what the cat called her. And Grace has a number that's all the way up her arm, like, what's her face? Amelia from the first book, or first season, however you want to call it. But yeah, well, Amelia's is all the way in her neck, and she's got numbers everywhere. But Grace has it all the way up her arm, and I had a feeling she was wearing the gloves and stuff like that, and saying, oh, a number 4, we gotta fix that, as in, they're thinking that they're gonna fix it and help them get it down to 0. But she's going to fix it to where it jumps up and he stays on the train. So that was a good way of working it, where his number does go up and he stays on the train longer for the series to progress, instead of him just getting off the train at episode 7. But at the same time, I think it would have been a pretty cool idea to get him off the train on episode 7 and or 8, and then have Tulip go to the real world with him, and then not Slithers, that's what that's what the Mirror Cops called, MT, and then have the Mirror Cops / I think the Flex, and then have the Mirror Cops follow her to the real world and all that good stuff, and then eventually she meet up with Tulip. I think it would have been cool to do that, but this is a good idea, too, to have a group of people in the train that have come to grips with they're there for the long haul, and they do whatever they have to do to survive. They don't want to change nothing. They want to be who they are. And that, wow, y'all calm down. I'm not even hooked up to the trailer and I can hear y'all. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this was an interesting episode, definitely, and I'm definitely looking forward to 7, 8, 9, and 10. I know I'm I'm going a little bit slower all of a sudden, but that's due to the simple fact that I'm in a new truck. I've got to get used to this. I've got to get my background back up. I want to change the angle, but in all reality, this is pretty much the angle that we're going with on the truck. I could sit up front from time to time. I forgot, I hate doing that though, because the lighting, how it's trying to focus the lighting on here now. It sucks worse when it's up front, because there's such a bright light from up front that it's crazy. So yeah, this is probably the same angle that we're going to work with when I do get my stuff back from the other truck. I might go over there with the angle. I really, really doubt it though. I don't know. I'll have to work with things. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, 3, 2, 1, and play.
You got a name?
Nope.
You can call her MT. I'm Jesse, and this is Alan Dracula. Then wheel it. You don't like it? Don't eat it. Kick it to the wheels. I like what I see.
With those numbers, you'll be stuck here forever.
That's what they want, MT.
I'm sure you had the best of intentions, but I'm afraid you've been leading Jesse in the wrong direction. This is what you want. This is strength.
But when I was in that pod, the conductor told me to get my number down. He was funny and gloomy.
I'm real. And because I have the highest number, it's my responsibility to correct.
You don't have the highest number. I'm sorry, but that goes to Amelia.
I care about you, Jesse.
Last season, Amelia has the highest number.
Why I came here. A new car dropped down about 2 ahead. I was hoping to take some scouts to give it a look.
What, the deer?
Probably taken to be stabled. Didn't think you'd want him running off.
Stable?
What?
You took our friend and locked him up? You didn't think to check with us? Or with him?
Hey, MT. They're probably just trying to help. Mistakes happen. We're all human.
I appreciate that, Jesse. You stay here and find your friend. Cool. Whoa! Slow down there. You don't want to end up like Lucy. Aim first, okay?
Who's Lucy?
I'm not your prop, kid.
Yeah, you are. No. Grace and Simon say you're not even real.
Well, Grace and Simon are about to lose the shortest member of their little club.
Whoa! Jeez, MT. You about to punch a little 6-7-year-old kid.
You good? Something I should know?
We rode a compass, almost kicked a toad, went to a carnival, and oh yeah, you were there for that one.
She seems nice, but she's a little bit different from us, huh? I mean, she doesn't even have a number.
Yeah, well...
I don't like you.
She's not a passenger.
Exactly. She's a null.
It's not the cube, it's the reflection. MT's had some run-ins with the cops. I guess they would have popped out for me by now if they could have. She'd be in trouble, though.
Sounds like she's got a lot of problems that you got pulled into.
We found a null. Don't know if it's dangerous.
What is wrong with you?
That'll teach you to try to kick her.
Yes. Nice.
What are you doing?
Simon,
No.
do you have any idea what is going on in your car?
Huh? You're still here? Get out of here before Jesse gets back. You can't help him like we can.
I'm afraid the first raid didn't have any loot. Next time
She about to punch somebody.
It's a total waste.
Oh, come
I
on.
seem to like it.
Nulls can't actually feel anything. They're not real.
22. Yeah. Go save them.
MT? I'm so sorry you two had to see this. I tried to take care of it before you came back.
So we're gonna wheel her.
Wheeler.
What?
Whoa.
What is wrong
No.
with you? Get your hands off her!
No,
think
you
about what
can't
you're doing.
wheel her. That's trying to throw her under the
I'm not going to be
wheels.
a part of anything like this, on or off the train. I'm done with you, and anyone else like you.
There you go. What's your number now? Ooh, told y'all she gonna punch somebody.
You'll thank me for this later.
Oh my gosh, why? Oh my gosh. Oh, I knew this was coming. Oh. Hey, there you go, Alan Dracula.
I got you. We're getting out of here.
Oh, it's Zero. Was I right from the last episode? Go.
We're going home. We're free.
Go. Oh, she can't go.
What? Jesse! No, 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 no.
I can't believe he took the exit.
He was weak.
He wasn't weak. He was misled. But we just lost another human, Simon. Have some respect.
Jesse!
What the heck, Alan? Oh, are you willing him? Oh, I thought she was willing him. Pull him! Ah! Hey, Alan's still there.
No. No!
Oh my gosh. That is really graphic, actually.
buddy? You okay?
Yeah, you still have that grass from the Lucky Cat car.
What got left on the train that day? On exit day, on exit day, a lonely to slave a girl. On exit day.
Wow. Oh my goodness. This Flex right here is just being so mean.
Shut it, skin suit.
You should have followed mirror law and been recycled.
Choose to become a disgusting Fleck like you. Coward.
What did you just say?
Wow.
Coward. When your prime died, you chose to be a Fleck because you were afraid to let go of your identity.
It wasn't about keeping my memories or identity. It was about respecting the balance our kind provides.
Ugh! Why are you like this?
Oh, these flipping creatures. Oh yeah, Alan.
Did you ever wonder why that car was there? The mirrored car, the chrome car, whatever you want to call it. Your prime couldn't have gotten out of the car unless you switched. No one's prime could have. So, did the train make the car so you could get out?
You're trying to freak me out.
You're stuck on the train now. You're just in another mirror.
No, it's not like that.
Face it,
Huh.
being a reflection is all there is for you.
I don't care what the train's been doing or why. I know who I am, and Jesse didn't want to leave me. We're friends, and that's real. And I'll get off the train and find him.
I don't know if you're getting off the train, but the friendship is real.
Oh, those pods.
I'm getting a lot of Stranger Things vibes with this music.
I can't imagine a better way to go.
Well, I can.
Oh, she wheeled him. Wow. In a very, very gruesome way. Oh. Wow.
You wait for a pod.
Huh. Okay then. So I don't. Wow. This show. Now I don't know what the flip they're going to do in the last two episodes, episode 9 and 10, but obviously she's going to get a pod, and then she's going to try to get to the real world. Oh my goodness. I was almost correct, though, from the last one, where I thought maybe they'll all go out together with the door, and then she got to the door, and I knew it was coming as soon as there was that slight pause. There was that little force field there, and she couldn't get through, and I'm like, oh, come on. But, yeah, I don't know which episode was better between the two. I know the second episode, I was trying to listen a lot more, so I know there was more edits, but it was still a really good episode. But the first one, though, I mean, oh my gosh, I literally do not know where to start with this. And I know y'all are already done with the whole series, where I'm still, or at least as of right now, as of recording, I'm on, these two episodes, and I still got the last two to watch. Oh my gosh. These two episodes, they were the best two episodes out of the bunch so far, honestly. Or at least that's my opinion. They literally, MT literally murdered. She literally murdered that Fleck. Or at least that's what I remember them calling him. They call him Flex, but, she literally murdered him. Granted, he kind of did deserve it, but still, that was really gruesome. And the way that his insides, granted, technically it was melting, but it's melting to the way of, it looks like it's intestines and stomach, and it just looks like it's the insides of him. This was really graphic. I mean, in my imagination, I was seeing nothing but intestines being drug around. And then whenever she wheeled him that way, or at least that's what I'm calling it, because they were, you know, if you don't like it, you wheel it. You chunk it under the wheel and it's gone. She literally wheeled him, and then his face started melting and it was coming through. I was getting a lot of Stranger Things vibes when some of the music was playing. Of course, I'm getting a lot of Mad Max vibes because, you know, MT, she got that haircut like Furiosa. Whew, yeah. And then on the first episode, well, not the first, but, you know, the first episode of this reaction, you know, and then, you know, they're saying, you know, we were going to wheel them. I was hoping to get it done before y'all seen this. I was like, what the flip? Y'all were just going to throw them up underneath the wheels? And I'm hoping that maybe in the background they were watching all this or something, and they see that she has feelings, that she was crying. They call them gnolls. And, I mean, gnolls don't not cry. She's got emotions. She is her own being. She's got her own consciousness and everything. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, Jesse's gone, so I know we got to see Jesse again. And then we're going to have to see Tulip again, because if she's going to get to the real world, she's going to have to find Jesse. Maybe that's how, not Jesse, Tulip. Maybe that's how Tulip gets her reflection back, is when she comes back to the real, you know what, I don't know. I'm just speculating and thoughts running through my head. I literally haven't even said anything about this episode because my mind is just a little bit like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to go through the episodes again, rewatch them, then edit it and rewatch it that way again, and all that good stuff. So by the time this is uploaded, I've watched it 3 or 4 times, so I'll be fully in the know on everything that's been happening. And I'll be able to actually talk about it coherently. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, and play.
I'll find a way to get a number.
What is your deal?
Now that Jesse is gone, look, you're all I've got. I need you to be ready. No turning into stuff that'll slow us down, like a snail or a broken car or...
Oh.
You know...
I love how animals know that something's wrong, and then they just put their head on your lap like that.
And I don't think I can take you with me.
What's going on? Please remain in your pod.
What the heck?
Too bad you're asleep and you'll never hear this.
I suppose this documentary's more for me than anyone else. Maybe it's time I stopped.
Yes. It is time for you to stop.
What Atticus is doing right now.
Oh, Atticus.
1, barking. 2, rolling over.
3, he's dead.
Oh no, we don't want Atticus dead.
4, he's only playing dead.
Ah, yes, playing dead, that's better.
Alan Dracula!
Huh. What is the deal with that deer? Is the tape car like someone's, like, is it like film? That's what I'm wondering right now. I mean, is it like, you know, film for like video recording and stuff, and it's like showing someone's life on the film. Ah, I was right. It is like somebody's life story.
This one!
That's a bearded dragon. Do you need some help?
No, I can do it.
Do you need some help?
No, I can do it. It was an accident!
Honey,
Oh,
It was an accident!
Honey, I told
oh, the lizard. That's a little creepy. Oh, Alan's by himself now, and he's scared. Wow.
Yes.
That is a pretty big number. Okay, so if what happens that I'm thinking is going to happen, I got a theory swirling in my head, but I'll save it for a little bit later on.
Come on, hurry it up.
She's not getting a number. It went straight through her. Well, that's not what I was thinking, but...
I am a person! I deserve a number!
And that is probably your tape. Oh, dang, you're going to destroy the system. Uh-oh. Oh, you're back. Oh, hey, it's 1-1.
You'd stop breaking everything.
Unless you want me to start.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you tell him, sad one. Oh, gosh, next episode.
Why would I? You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
No.
No?
No, give me my exit.
You can't have an exit. You don't have a number.
Oh, give me a number then.
Numbers are for passengers. How can I expect someone to grow emotionally without some nice, juicy math?
Fine. Give me some trials.
Okay,
Take
Wang.
my memories. Tape me.
What was your passenger's name?
Jesse. His name is Jesse.
Oh, yes.
I like how he just said, what was your passenger's name?
Here we go. He got down to 0. All sorted out and off the...
In process.
Can't be at 0, but also in process.
So if he's being processed...
Then he's back on the train. Oh, hey, buddy.
With 1-1 here, are we going to find out what's going on with Alan Dracula?
Field trip to the memory watching machine.
I guess I changed too.
I got you. We're getting out of here.
Oh, I love this scene. I'm so glad to revisit it already.
This is my favorite part.
Please don't show me this.
MT? Where'd you go? MT! I shouldn't have let those guys hurt you. I shouldn't have.
Yeah, I was about to say, you shouldn't have hurt him.
It's okay. What about you? Where did you go?
Yeah. We don't need to hear it. We just watch the high-def version.
Now will you wake him up?
Oh, heavens no. Waking a passenger is a whole process. It involves robots and coding and juice boxes and...
Where am I? MT!
Wow. So what's your new number? Is it still 0?
Is that supposed to happen?
She can't leave, so his problem is unfixable.
No. His problem has to be fixed. That's what we do. We're the fixers. We fix.
Oh, the flex is coming through.
She go with?
Good plan.
What?
But she doesn't
Come
have a
on,
number.
1-1, do something.
Can't get off without a number.
You got
Stuck in a loop.
a mirror cop coming.
No escape, Sliver!
Hey!
Yeah, well, what did you expect was going to happen, Jesse?
Look! I have a
Oh,
number.
he's got a number.
So you can give me an exit. That's how it works, right?
He can't leave his friend, but she's a denizen. denizens don't have numbers.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And oh, they got two different doors. Oh, okay, they combined to one.
We're leaving together. For real this time.
Oh, there you go, Alan. Finally. Get that grass. You deserve it.
Wow, that was something, huh? Well, looks like I've got to get you back home. I really broke the mold with you, Alan Dracula.
Really? We're not going to get no answers with that deer. Ah. You're free. What is your name?
I'm Lake. Cool name.
Lake, huh?
Your brother's got good taste.
Doesn't work quite the same, does it?
One time.
Okay.
Nerd.
There we go. Okay. Let's see. It's a great show. Don't get me wrong. But those last two episodes just do not feel as satisfying as episode 7 and 8 felt, or as satisfying as the final episodes of book 1 felt. I mean, yes, I loved it. I absolutely love and adore this series, but I was looking for something, more. But maybe we'll get a season 3. I don't know. It kind of feels like we could get a season 3 if maybe we followed the journey of Lake, since that's her name now. If we followed her journey in the real world, but then we're not on the Infinity Train no more, so it doesn't really make sense to keep going with the series in that direction. What I was talking about at the end of the first episode, episode 9, in my head, what I was thinking is, hey, this could be a good way of showing us, let me get the words formulated in my head real fast. The girl that was floating down the little thing, and MT was going, I'm still calling her MT, I can't help it. MT was going to steal her number and get her own number. I say they should have, in my head, my theory was going to go something like this. I know my mind is a jumbled mess right now, but in my head, the way they should have played that off is the fact that MT should have been able to get that girl's number. Hopefully it would have been pretty low, and she could have got off the train and got with Jesse and all that stuff, but she should have got her number, and then the girl laying there doesn't have a number, and she's a human on the train, and it could have opened it up for a season 3 where now we follow her story of how is she supposed to get off the train without a number, but the little pod still took her somewhere anyway, and she's then going through the journey of trying to figure out where she goes even without a number, and how does she get off this train without the number. That would have made for an interesting story. I don't know which way they could have took it, but it still would have made for an interesting story to make it where we can get a season 3. Because, yeah, that's where I would have took it personally. But I'm not the writer. I'm not the show creator. I'm not none of that. They know what they're doing, and it was a good ending. I'm just not fully satisfied with it. I'd like to see something more. I mean, for me, my own personal opinion, yes, that is how a brother-brother relationship does work, but it just did not have the emotional gravitas that it should have had. Like, hey, I'm so sorry that I hurt you. I'm sorry that I let them hurt you, and I'm sorry I hurt you as well. And the little brother's just like, whatever, who cares? It's whatever it is. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, yes, that is the way it works, but there just seemed to be something missing in that respect to me. And I know I'm putting the show down. Let me rephrase that. I know it seems like I'm putting the show down, but I'm not really putting it down. I'm just... A show that's given us so much has such high expectations that just didn't feel like it got met. Was it better than season 1 in my opinion? No. Cause season 1 delved into a real problem we have, and that is kids that have to go through divorce and they blame themselves for it when it has nothing to do with them. It's the parents themselves. And I think season 1 is a very good show for even the parents to be watching. That way they can look at that show and look at their child and say, look, this is not your fault. This is us. It has nothing to do with you, and we're going to love you and work together for your benefit, irregardless of how we feel about each other. Season 1 was phenomenal. Season 2, they had such high expectations that it's almost impossible to hit that goal a second time. So it wasn't as good in my opinion. To each their own, of course. But, still a good series though. I mean, it is a show about personal growth and how to overcome, whatever you're feeling and stuff like that. It just... The ending of this just did not hit it for me. And that's just me. Am I satisfied? No. Am I dissatisfied? No. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm hoping for a season 3. I don't know if we're going to get it. In my opinion, we should get it because they've got one heck of a moneymaker on their hands. And Cartoon Network uses Tulip in quite a bit of their marketing. They use One in quite a bit of their marketing. They use these characters in their marketing, so it makes sense on keeping them. And I just... Oh, and on top of that, why do we not get, anything about Alan Dracula? All he did was send him home. Is he an alien? What the flip is he? Whew. I'm done. In all my jumbled mess there, I hope I conveyed something of an intelligent thought. I doubt it, because a lot of times my words come out as a jumbled mess and it doesn't make any sense. But hey, hopefully it, I conveyed what I was trying to say. And if I didn't, hopefully I can do it down in the comments. So I will see y'all down there. Y'all know the drill from here. Hit the like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.